What's up, guys? It's DGC Garage here, back with part 2 of my LS teardown. This is my LM7 out of a 2001 Chevy Silverado. I'm going to be putting it in my 1977 Chevy Pt.2 square body. So in this video I'm going to be going over pulling off the whole accessory drive and all the bolts, and then we'll be removing this top plate that covers the knock sensors. I didn't bother showing you how to pull them off because both of mine shattered into little pieces. I'm assuming they're the factory ones and they've never been replaced, so they just broke in there. And I'm pretty sure with my new wiring harness it just deletes them flat out, so I'll get a buddy in the machine shop to make me a new plate that has these holes filled. But yeah, so I figured I'd start off with everything to pull off on the front and sizes of bolts and locations and everything. Now I unbolted this a little while ago and just never put the bolts back on, but I'm just gonna, instead of removing that big nut, I'm trying to find a way to hold this from spinning so I can unscrew it. I'm just gonna remove the whole water pump assembly. So hope you enjoy. So the first thing we're going to be removing today is the alternator. Now it's two 15mm bolts on the front, and then it just lifts off of the whole bracket. And the reason I'm taking that off is just so I have a clear view of all the rest of the bolts, because this is the first time I've done this. Alright, with the alternator now removed, I'll put the bolts back in just so I can keep track of everything. I'm going to be removing this half, so the bracket for the alternator as well as the power steering bracket. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 15mm bolts to have that come off. So I'll pull that off now, and you guys can have a look and see how to finagle it out. Well, I didn't mean for that to happen, but oh well. It's on the floor now. That's where it can stay. So, as you can see, it just falls to the ground. So make sure you keep some threads of one of the bolts, and then hand loosen it off to let it fall in your arms. Anyways, now I'm going to be pulling off the water pump. Now everything looks like it's connected to it. So there's your belt tensioner. It's bolted into the water pump. Same with the thermostat housing and your heater lines and all that. So it's 6 10mm bolts. You got 3 on this side and 3 on this side. Now, I don't have an impact socket in 10mm, which is stupid, I know, so I'm doing it the old-fashioned way, so bear with me. Well, it turns out I'm retarded. I didn't hit the play button when I set up the camera to record me taking it out. Anyways, I was smart, I didn't let it fall. I had my hand holding on top of the I don't know what that is, I don't remember. Anyways, yeah, my apologies. Oh well. These bolts, apparently they're hard to find, so don't toss them away. Keep them, clean them up with a wire wheel or something. But yeah, no, it came off really easy. I'm really happy about that. So now I guess I can start taking off this centerpiece. So after you remove that one 10mm bolt, it's not just going to slide out. It's like a rod in there, and it's got an O-ring at the end. So I'm going to take a screwdriver and just so gently slide it underneath and try and pry up on it. Just, there we go. Gently, don't have to break it. Luckily mine didn't break, and that's that little O-ring that was just holding it into the bottom. So just take your time, slowly back and forth, and everything should come out just fine. So this little switch back here is the oil pressure switch. So apparently that's not just a regular knot. It's you need a special socket to get it out. Now I'm not buying a special socket. I have a combo wrench. So I ever so gently go and slide it in there and try and get it off. It's turning a little bit. If I break it, I break it. I don't care. Probably take this out, make it a little bit easier for you, but I figured I'd see if it can be done without having to buy any special fancy tools, because I am poor. That's why my motor is from the junkyard. But it's being a very special Good choice word. Ah. Not half bad. Lesson for today: brute force and ignorance always prevails. And I'm cheap, but never mind that. So now this little plate can come off after I remove the knock sensors. Now in that last clip, I mentioned brute force and ignorance. Now these knock sensors look like they're pretty flimsy and not an actual like nut on the top. So impact time. 1, 2. Nice and easy. Nothing broke, surprisingly. Knock on wood. But there we go. Can't argue with that. These actually look pretty new. They don't look factory, so that's good. You can see the broken piece of my connector there, but same with that one. Not half bad. Now I can work on taking off this plate, and then it's home time. So on this valley cover, it is held in by 10 mil bolts. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So you pull that off, and then I believe it's gasket sealer, RTV, whatever you want to call it, around the edge, just because there's a lot of oil splash coming up, and then that way it doesn't leak. So after you remove the bolts, you're probably going to need to stick a screwdriver, pry bar, whatever underneath there to just break that seal, and then it should be ready to come off. So with all 10 of those 10 mils removed and nothing else obstructing this from coming out, you can see it's doesn't just want to come free, unfortunately. So I'm going to take my mint condition Mastercraft pry bar and just stick it in the corner right there and try and lift it up. I'm not too worried about damaging this bottom piece because I might be replacing it. I'm not sure if my new wiring harness has knock sensors in them. So there she goes. It's nice and easy. Don't want to mess up the surface. Oh yeah. It's almost free and clear. That is it. Ta-da! Brand new. Actually, that's the first time seeing it. Looks pretty damn good to me. That is not metal. That's my knock sensor. Oh yeah, and then the cam. See a little scoring on it. Nothing terrible. Oil smells good, not burnt. But sweet. This gives me hope. Well, I think that's gonna be it for this video. So I hope you did enjoy it. I'm gonna try and do better, posting more, and keep up to date on this. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I would really like it if you stuck around for this build, because at the end it'll be a nice, good old Chinese whistler turbo boy from eBay on the side. Maybe that side or this side, I don't remember. But $1,000 bucks. Can't complain. Alright, see you in the next one.